All right, all right. Yo, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, for being late. Just coming off of a great discussion about Man United fans being toxic. And you know what? The discussion left me more confused than with clarity, which is what's crazy about it, because we just couldn't fully see eye to eye, all of us, on what it is to be toxic as a fan. Maybe we might continue on this conversation a little later. I appreciate you for being here. My name is Botswanapapi. Let's not forget that this weekend we're playing Brighton. We're going to the Amex Stadium and we hope to pick up 3 points. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And oh my goodness, the last thing is, how close can we get? Because it's been Man United is edging closer and closer and closer to signing Ugarte, but still, so far there hasn't been a here we go. It's almost here we land. Here we're about to go. Here we will soon go. Anyway. Football Power Hour. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. My name is botswanapapi. As I said, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe unless you're toxic. Bruno Fernandez! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found. And first Premier League goal at Old Trafford. Here it is. I'm still trying to come up with a definition, and I'm curious what you would say your definition is. So I'm thinking, if you engage or participate or condone behavior that is divisive, unacceptable, and unequivocally player FC or manager FC, especially with the intention to advance an agenda, that is toxic. For example, if you use stats to advance your you want you want fans to see a certain player in a certain way. Like we just had a conversation where somebody called Mason Mount world class. Yo, we had, like, when you go into this place, like, even questioned like things that we had and that we have in our fan base, the THDL movement. Is it toxic by nature? Here's my little 2 cents about that. First of all, that I actually didn't even get to say in KG's stream, that I think the origins of the THDL, Ten Hag Defense League, was not toxic. It was coming from a place of needing balance in the fan base. But there is some people that took it way too far, to the extent that they could never ever see the flaws and shortcomings of a manager, like lacking tactical flexibility, like sort of, making decisions that are based on the player's actual, attributes and things that they can achieve. Anyway, craziness. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, by the way. Big up to everybody in the building. I see Imran Khan, who is here, Luan, also GB in the house, as well as Joe Blackman in the building. Ronald saying, send the link. I bet. Well, we'll talk about this, Ronald. We'll talk about this in a moment. I will send the link. Big up to Tommy as well. Pav. Oh, Pav is detoxifying the space. Pav just gifted 5 football power hour memberships. Whoa. Yo. Big shout out to Pav. Thank you. Now talk about not being toxic. Guys, thank you, Pav, for your generosity. Good evening to Tommy says, good evening, Papi. Good evening, everyone in the chat. Now that's a spray of positivity right there, right? Oh, Ronald, stop it. Yo, too much positivity now. Ronald with another generous donation as well. 5 memberships, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, now I'm less toxic now than when we started the stream. Anyway, I have like some interesting things that I want to make sure that we talk about today, because first of all, the Manuel Ugarte news, those ones is just so depressing. It's almost becoming a circus. It's almost becoming it's giving Frankie De Jong vibes. You know, when the saga, the circus keeps on going and going and going. We've heard the people that the ITK merchants, the guys that are in the know, saying, "Oh, it's going to be happening. Ugarte is going to be announced by tomorrow." And then tomorrow came, and then they say, "Oh, we're just moments away. It's by tomorrow." I understand acquiring a player is not like getting a loaf of bread from the store, but still, this the journalists themselves are toxic. How about we don't know? How about we're hoping it's soon? Not like regurgitation, refabrication, what is this? Some of this clicky business really is toxic, and it's coming from the media talking about toxicity. Honestly, that is so annoying, because we know how much we're hoping for Manuel Ugarte to come here. He's the guy that will hopefully make us look better. And it's not only him that's going to solve our midfield issues, honestly. It's not just him. That hopefully we can also get in another midfielder in there to just balance it off. But at the end of the day, the journalists, the people in the media, even the YouTube content creators as well, even the Twitter guys. The Twitter guys? Do you know who I'm talking about? The guys that Guardiola once talked about? When he was saying this, he was like, "I got more info than the Twitter guys." This is who Pep Guardiola was talking about. Some of these guys are negative. The armrest coaches, the laptop coaches, all those guys that feel like they know so much about football to the extent that the manager himself doesn't know anything. It's like sometimes we gotta hold ourselves accountable, every now and then, and be like, check yourself. In this channel, I feel like I've actually even said things that, obviously, I'm a very dramatic person. I'm emotional. I feel a lot, and sometimes those things end up, getting the best of you. But then later on, you're supposed to have a moment of introspection and say, "Huh, does those words have an effect? What does it mean? What is there a cause? Is there a chain reaction? Am I part of the problem, or am I speaking against the problem?" This is part of what I want us to consider today as we support Manchester United, as we're early into this season. We're only one game in. Anyway, that is the Ugarte welcome party. The news, the update is that we have the beers are chilled. The cake is there, the food is ready, it's warm, but Ugarte hasn't walked in through the door. We're hoping Ugarte comes in soon. And let's move on from that and say, Luen says positivity can never be too much. It needs balance, though, Luen. Honestly, too much of anything in life is never good. We all know that. Too much of anything, whatever. So we gotta also, like, there is something called toxic positivity, but I feel like, at the same time, we need balance. We need a little bit of like a level-headedness. We can't just be skewed in one direction all the time. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys think about some of the stuff that I've mentioned. I'm sure we're going to talk about it a lot more later on, but first things first, guys, if you're just joining in, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. Let's talk about um um the game that we're going to play over the weekend. Let's talk about Brighton versus Manchester United at the Amex Stadium. So Brighton have a new manager that nobody really has a clue about his tactics in the Premier League yet, because this guy was 9 years old when he first saw James Milner play football. And today he's managing James Milner. This guy has a sibling that Lewis Dunk could be his older brother. And he is out here, like, I think he might actually, is he the youngest? He's probably the youngest manager in the Premier League right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I'm talking about, there's a newcomer in the Premier League. And this guy, I have to pretty much just say, It's very surprising. He's honestly living the dream in terms of like there's a lot of us sometimes dream when I'm making fun of the armrest coaches and the armrest the keyboard managers, those who say Ten Hag is deluded, Ten Hag has lost his plot. All those guys, there's some ounce of like, wow, this guy is doing it at a very young age. I believe he is 31 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just make sure that I'm saying the right thing about him. Yes, Fabian Hersler is 31 years old. Jesus! Wow. Wow. Talk about living the dream, being in a Premier League dugout at such a young age. I think the sky is the limit for him. Honestly speaking, the sky is a limit for this German manager. Where did he come from? Did he fall from the sky or what? It looks like so. Here's the thing about his um history quickly as a player. It looks like he grew up, he pretty much developed under the Bayern Munich under 19s, under 17s, under 19s to the second team. And then from there, spent all his time in Germany, actually, and then went from um, Bayern Munich to Hoffenheim, B team to FC Pinpisrid to, I don't know, I'm butchering the pronunciation of that name because these are all German names. And let me show you exactly what I'm looking at so that if you are somebody that is curious about managers and where they came from and how they evolve their careers and so forth, this is the moment for you right here. I gotta share this. Jigga says I'm older than that guy, right? He's living the dream. Next Wednesday, I'm 7 years older. Yo, happy birthday in advance, Jigga. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday in advance. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. Anyway, this is where he hails from. His development as a player. You see the names that I'm butchering? And then he retired in after COVID. Oh, this guy got a booster shot and then retired to December 2022. My Lord. This guy was playing. This is a madness. What? This is crazy. This is crazy. How does he even talk to these? Like if Lewis Dunk does Lewis Dunk refer to him as Gaffer, or like how do those dynamics work? That is a really craziness. All right. Let's look at his managerial profile really quickly, and then we'll move on from here is how he is looking as a manager. By the way, so you can tell it's not a very long CV. He was assistant. First of all, 2018, he was with the German under 20 team, my assistant manager. He actually started, he was a player coach. At least he knew what he wanted from a young age. He was a player coach in 2016 till 2020 at FC Pimpins Red. I don't know. Mark will come and correct my pronunciation of that because these are German names. But then he, went up the ranks as to German under 18 assistant manager to FC St. Pauli. And then bada bing, bada boom, Brighton manager. Incredible journey. And this is only the beginning for him. Wow. Big up to Bugs, by the way, for telling us that David De Gea made his debut for Fiorentina as well. That's amazing for De Gea. But respect goes to the Brighton manager, Fabian Husler. Incredible journey, incredible trajectory, great start so far. Let's see where he's gonna go next. Is it gonna be like Olympic Marseille? Is he gonna end up like Graham Potter? Sitting in a retirement home enjoying the Brighton money or what? I don't know. Big up to of course it's just a matter of time until Never Miss Rob starts talking about him saying, bring this guy to Man United. I cannot wait for people for what Never Miss Rob is one of the Twitter guys, by the way. If you guys do not know, he's how do we affectionately call him again? The whiteboard manager, I think. Chelsea is still paying Graham Potter. What a craziness! What a craziness! All right. Since not a lot of info is really available about this guy, I did some very surface level digging about his um you know about him as a player. So I'm about to share what I found out about him. But give me a moment to turn on my monitor right now. Why it just went off? But yeah, craziness. So here we go. I think that should be on. That should turn on. All right. So big shout out to anybody that's tuning in. By the way, thank you. Buck says Huzza seems like a hipster manager from a hipster club, St. Pauli, right? It is incredible. It is incredible. Played Everton. How gave some mistakes away. All right, yeah, this is what we're about to transition into. I did some very quick research on him, and there's something that I want to share, but my monitor just keeps on disappointing me right now. I don't know what's going on. It's turning off like it's toxic, pretty much. It's a toxic monitor. Here we go. I think this should make it work. All right. So let me see. I think this should work. All right. I think we're in business. I think we are in business. So the first thing that I want to say is from one of the Twitter guys' MT analysis, and he was talking about Brighton's sort of build-up shape, and he talks about the fact that it usually consists of a double pivot. They build up in a 4-2 shape with the uefa and Milner as the double pivot, and then it transitions into a 4-3-3 with Joao Pedro and left central midfield or attacking midfield. So over here, we can see. Am I sharing the screen? This monitor better not disappoint. We can see a little bit of a tactical sort of graphic right here. Hold on. Am I muted? Am I muted? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted, am I? All right. I don't think I am. Okay. So here is the thing that I want to share with you really quickly. Oh, thank you, GB. Thank you for letting me know that I'm not muted. I was almost having a nightmare saying no this whole time. I've been talking and nobody's been hearing me. So check this graphic out. There we go. Boom. This should fix it. Sorry, I had to do an extra little step there to share this. So this is sort of just the Brighton build up phase, and I think this is there we go. There we go. And I think this is there we go. This should show you exactly. So the 4-2 shape that he's talking about that transitions into a 4-3-3. And there's Milner and Wiffer. You can see at the beginning that closer together. And then from there, as they progress the ball forward up the pitch, they eventually it ends up sort of like Milner creating more numerical overload up front, and Weaver seems to be the person who sits in front of Van Heck and Lewis Dunk. So the next thing that I want to share is right here. It's oh, so this is you can see sort of how Brighton they do this thing where they like to bait the opposition into pressing them, and they differ a little bit from De Zerbi, by the way, in the sense that they don't press as much as De Zerbi. When the opposition has the ball, they actually in with who was it? It was after the happy hour on last Friday when we're talking about just the different zones on the pitch, and we have to know exactly um Oh, yo, yes. Sorry, Mark. Thank you for that reminder. I think this might have been converted into a GIF, so we might. Hopefully, if I get a copyright strike, they'll ask me to trim out that part, and so make sure you really pay attention to this, because otherwise you're not gonna see this again when you try to watch this video later on. So the thing about it is that what I want to say about the zones in which Everton did well when they were playing Brighton. You can see that they wait for the ball to leave zone 5 right here, zone 5 on the pitch. You can see they wait. The moment it leaves there, that's when you really start pressing. But if they're playing around with the ball in zone 2, zone 4, zone 6, you just let them do that thing and do not get baited into that press. This is what I hope we become really good at. And we've seen actually really, really dramatic improvements in how we actually organized as a team off the ball, especially with the unpopular Mason Mount and Bruno in that midfield. We really have a lot of energy. So at the end of the day, we have to pick our moments. We have to make sure that we do not let them bait us into pressing them, because all that can end up exposing us, especially if we have Maggie Soup. I nearly called him Maggie Soup. Especially if we have Maguire at the back. And by the way, there's another question that I want to ask as we're talking about this game that's coming up. Do you start Harry Maguire? If you do, if you think Harry Maguire does not start and De Ligt starts, I have a bone to pick with you. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now because I've talked. But we're transitioning into who should be in this lineup versus Brighton. If at all you are a believer of meritocracy, Harry Maguire should start. If at all you're somebody who is not player FC, Harry Maguire should start. We need to be setting a precedent for all the players. I don't care who you are. Casemiro had to wait for his turn to play. Scott McTominay, for about 3-4 games, did not put a foot wrong when we got Casemiro. And Ten Hag was using meritocracy. The moment Scott McTominay started becoming Scooby-Doo, MIA, Casper, that's when Ten Hag was like, hold on, Casemiro, come in. Because we know deep down that you're the better player than Scott McTominay. But right now, Scott McTominay is doing the work. You have to sit bench, fam. And this has to apply for De Ligt. I'm curious if you agree or disagree. And another thing before I bring in somebody into this conversation, Mark is asking about this. This is a very, very poignant question because here's the thing. We are a pressing team, or evolving our identity into a pressing team under Ten Hag this year. Brighton is a pressing team. In some of their tactical organization as well, they actually, believe it or not, some of the research that I found, they were talking about how Brighton also presses using a 4-2-4 off the ball. They have a similar structure versus us. It's 4-2-4 versus 4-2-4. Pressing team versus pressing team. Who do you think is going to win? It's going to be the biggest test for our Mazraoui so far, because taking the Mitoma test is not for everybody. And we'll see if he's got the minerals, Let me welcome Professor in the building. What's up, Professor Omo?
Hey, what's up?
Big up, big up. So question number 1, do you start De Ligt or do you start Maguire?
You start De Ligt because the manager want to play high line. De Ligt is his player, so you start De Ligt.
Did we not play a high line versus Fulham?
No. Yes, we did. We played up a high line with Maguire.
So did Maguire do something wrong versus Fulham? What are you saying?
I'm saying from a point of, did the manager sign Maguire or the manager sign De Ligt?
The manager signed De Ligt.
Yeah, so De Ligt is this player. De Ligt come right in immediately. Same way Mazraoui came in immediately.
Omo, take a good look at what I'm showing you right now. We didn't just play a highlight. Maguire was actually higher.
Well, we're on the left or right?
Left. We are on the left. That's Lissandro. That's
okay. Zoom, do the zooming again. I just want to know which one we are.
Yeah.
We play the high line, but then again, do you want to do this against Fulham? No, not Fulham. Do you want to do this against Brighton? Brighton is a possession-based team. You saw the heat map of their rest defense. You saw the way they attack. You want De Ligt in there. He won't delete India, but Martin delete can delay handle the pressure for Manchester United. There's a whole bunch of things. That's why I said that I'm not gonna say my opinion on what should happen. I'm just gonna base what the manager wants to do.
Okay, so you're saying delict. All right, all right. Second question is so what about up front? Are you putting Ganacho or are you going with Ahmad?
You're
Right
putting
wing.
Ganacho, you're putting Ganacho there, and you're playing Mount. You do same lineup, except
Same
for
lineup.
delete.
The only person
Same
that you're
lineup.
is
Delete for Maguire, same lineup. No difference.
interesting. You are toxic, you know.
I am toxic. This is me being toxic over here right now. I'm being toxic right now. Like
You are toxic and you're proud of it. Look, oh, boy, nah, 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 nah. Ronald, do you hear what Omar is saying? Mark, do you hear what Omar is
Eh,
saying?
God bless
Yeah,
Omar for whatever he said.
he not really wrong though. Eh? He not really wrong.
No, okay, so I'm assuming Mark, you're saying Delict should start over Maguire.
I no, I wouldn't start. I wouldn't start Delit. I would start Maguire. I would start the same team. I would even start Mason Mount as much as I dislike the brother and I don't think he's off for nothing good, nothing on the ball. But that's just because I old school. I believe in you don't change a winning team just like that. Now, what almost says the right thing, and he not being toxic. The manager have his players, and let me be realistic. As good as Maguire was, Delit will is the player who know exactly what to do in that situation because he been doing it for the manager for years. He developed under that, so you know what I mean. Like prospectively, if the manager was to start Xerxes and drop Mount, I wouldn't
Mhm.
mind because then Bruno could play the same role that Mount would play and Xerxes would play the upfront role, or even if he start Jaden Sancho at the false nine. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad. But at the end of the day, there's a decision for the manager. Whoever he decide, this is just my honest opinion. There's whoever he decide, bro. I would back it for the first 5 to 10 games because at the end of the day, if it working, don't fix it.
Okay. Ronald, what
Fa-
are you
Fab,
saying, brother? Oh, okay. Oh, Omar, you wanted to respond to that. Let's hear it.
I know what eriktenhag wants to do, and I know what Brighton wants to do. So I'm just excited to see what this new manager come to the league will do. When De Zerbi left, I was worried about who Brighton manager will be, and as soon as they announced this man, I'm like, hold up, ain't he the same American? Because he's American too. He's American German. When they announced, I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what you do in the Premier League. Like I'm happy he's here. Like I want to see more of him, and hopefully he succeed. That thing they'll beat us. Listen, I don't want to say nothing now. They'll say I'm hating on Manchester United, so I mute my mic.
You know, you actually think he going to beat Man United, bro? I just asking on a serious note, really, really and truly.
Do I really, really, truly believe he'll be my? I don't. Yes, I do think he Brighton will be Manchester United, but we leave it at that.
What
Ronald
what
is next.
what actually no before Ronald, sorry, Ronald, I apologize. I just need to ask him one more question, right? This dude was coaching in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So this dude who was coaching in Germany proved to you that he could beat Man United when he couldn't beat Fortuna Dusseldorf.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to dive
No.
too
I
deep
that's cool. It's
onto
fine.
like
It's fine. It's fine.
I see the way Brighton plays, and I say, okay, you taking the Zerbi style and you like added your little twist to it, and I like it. So we'll go on and see. I'm not saying I want him at United. I just think he's gonna be
No.
Manchester
I just
United,
said
and that's about it.
I didn't say
Yes.
say that. I didn't
Say
say
yes,
that. I wasn't
Omar.
thinking that anything else. I wasn't thinking that either. I wasn't suggesting that. I just wanted to make that clear. But what I would say is
Yeah,
he is a good coach. He has some good tactics. What I would say is I did watch the game up with with Brighton and Everton twice. I watched
Hmm.
it half of it while Papi was doing the stream because I just got home, and then I watched it over yesterday, right? And from what I noticed, I think we giving Brighton way too much credit for that game, and it's just me being honest.
Why do you say that?
Everton was all the defense was defensively a cluster bomb. It was a madness. Nobody in the defense actually knew what to do. They was not covering for each other. They looked like they was unfamiliar playing together. The back four, one. The attack was doing nothing productive going forward, and the midfield, the balls into the final third was a waste of time. So Everton, to me, in that entire game was a very, very terrible Everton team. I'm not trying to say Brighton was not good. For what it's worth, they scored 4 goals. They had to be playing well. But I'm just saying that the Everton team, three, but the Everton team really did not perform like an Everton team anybody would expect, especially what they did last season, how defensively good they was. That was not this Everton team. So I just
Yeah,
put in that out there.
okay. We'll see. What
Let's
day
hear.
is the match? Saturday or Sunday?
It's on Saturday. Let's hear
Okay.
Saturday midday. We don't lose
Ronald
Saturday
Tonali.
midday games.
Let's hear Ronald Tonali.
Now, I just want to let everyone talk before the actual rep who has to represent Brighton talk.
All right, let's hear the Brighton
Apparently,
representative, Mr. Tonali.
apparently everyone knows about Brighton apart from me. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Uh, Brighton in the last game they came up against us. I think they lost, if I remember it correctly. They lost to us. I think
Or you
2-0.
came up against United. You're a Brighton
So
fan currently, bro.
yeah, whatever. Going on from that, at the end of the day, I don't think Brighton is going to be winning this game, but it would be an interesting game. It would be a fun, interesting game. Would they win? There is a fair good chance of them winning it. Uh, can they lose? That is also a good high possibility. They can actually end up losing the game. So it just depends upon how we set up. Would I drop Maguire for Delit? Not really, because Maguire hasn't done anything bad as such. So I would be okay if Maguire plays it. If Delit plays it, I would be calm and okay with that too. I'm not against the idea of either of them. I don't know how good or what upgrade Delit would be to Maguire as of right now because I haven't seen Delit play in under eriktenhag or just in general for a while. So I don't know what kind of an upgrade people are expecting him to be, but I hear the idea of it's his player, he should play. If that was the case, the man them should not be complaining or crying about like Mrs. Sancho, right? They should accept the fate. They should accept the fact that he should be out of the club. But no, they would be coming here and they would be crying about Mrs. Sancho since forever. And it is what it is at the end of the day. It just goalpost moves when they want to move their own agenda. So it's the agenda talk, right? But at the end of the day, I would want Sancho to play this game. To be honest, I just want to see what he's offering us in a game because I think he would be able to perform well up against their fullbacks. But at the end of the day, that's another call from the manager. So
Mhm.
Brighton played well last game. I think they played against Everton, so it was a good game. It was an interesting game. They had a good result, which was in their favor. I think they're top of the league right now, if I'm not wrong. I believe
On
so.
goal difference.
Yes, by goal difference. They scored the most
By goal
goals.
Who
difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
who's the danger man and was in the danger man in that game besides Matoma? Because I think
Minte on the right is really, really, really like looking good. He's looking mint ish,
he is looking minty actually.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, I heard what was
But
his
then
name?
you also have to keep in mind that they scored the first goal in the 25th minute.
Yeah.
I think Welbeck scored in about 56th, and then
Mhm.
Everton went a man down. Ashley Young got a red card in the 66th minute, and the game ended at 3-0. It could have been worse, right? As the Brighton you expect, it should have been worse than what it
Yeah.
was or how it ended.
Mm.
So if you come up against United, it would be a good, interesting watch. Danny Welbeck coming back in. Adingra is another good player they have. Mitoma is definitely a good player they have. So I'm not sure about the Minte guy you talked about. I'm sure he's good enough himself.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure if they have made a lot of signings. I don't think they Brighton has made a lot of signings this season. Not the
Actually they
significant
did.
ones. Not the
Brighton,
significant ones.
I
I
think they
have just
signed
heard
like
about
four or
them.
five players so far.
Well,
So
yeah, we might as well just get to the bottom of it and look at their arrivals for this season. Oh boy, yeah, no, they do have 2, 4, 6 new players. Brighton have signed the Minte guy, Yankuba Minte, right? And he's looking really good. Let me just show the incoming list really quickly on the board. There we go. Boom. So you can see, big up to like you're saying, Everton gave the game to them by making the mistakes, but they signed Minte. They got the guy who's the sitter, Mets Wafer. Um, so he played really well next to Milner, and yeah, Rata I don't know much about from Leeds. There's Gruda from Mines, Osman. I do not know that guy at all, but these are the new arrivals, and Dewberry, Amario Dewberry. They got wingers. They got wingers and wingers and wingers. Ibrahim
Well,
Osman.
I could tell you a little bit about Osman. I could tell you about Duberry. I could tell you
Yeah,
about
what can you say about
the
him, bro?
center forward. So Duberry is a decent winger. He was performing really well in the championship, and they got him. It's the same thing for well, Osman came from France. I think it's France he came from, believe, but he played in the Afcon, and he was really good in the Afcon. He was really productive
That
going
look
forward in the
Norwegian.
Afcon. Huh?
Isn't that like a Norwegian name? That team right
Yeah,
there.
he played well. He played in Afcon. I'm not sure what team
Oh,
he played for besides that, but I know he played in Afcon. I saw him in the Afcon because we covered the Afcon, and he played well.
that looked
In the
like the Ghana flag, I think. But no, no, what flag is this? Not what is this? Ghana? Yeah, Osman's flag. Ibrahim Osman.
Georgino Ruta, I know about him because I watch a lot of this fella, Just Joe,
Yeah.
on YouTube, and he's a Leeds fan. And Georgino Ruta scored a bit of goals for them last season.
Okay.
There's a player that they did not want to leave at all. So he's a good centre forward. I'm not too sure if he might play in the next game because they only recently acquired him this week. I think it was Monday. The deal finalized or Tuesday. So I'm not too
Mm.
sure if he might start in this game. But
Wait, who's that?
Jorginho Rutter.
No, I don't think so. I think we're the same lineup.
Yeah. So
Well, I
but
believe
I could
somebody
tell
came
you,
up injured.
huh?
No, I believe somebody came up injured that game.
Yeah. But Matt Weaver is a silky DM though. He's the better version of Sanderberg. He's what everybody thinks Sanderberg is. So when
We
everybody
should have
said
gone for
Sanderberg,
it. Is
no,
that what you
actually we
think?
should have. Actually we should have. Actually
Yeah.
we should have. But at the same time, I feel like
Minter came up injured.
yeah. But I think he will still be fit for the game, bro. I think he will still play.
Yeah, I thought like when we chasing Frankie De Jong, I'm like this him and somebody else. I think I mentioned three players that you can get Frankie De Jong and Whiffle is one of them. So I was surprised that he went to Brighton.
Yeah.
Everybody thought he was going to
Incredible.
Liverpool.
I
Yeah,
have
he's
I
This
have
also
will
a
be a fun
protege.
game.
I have to, guys, I have to remind people, by the way, that have not, put in that predictions. The Premier League weekend is just upon us, so make sure before kickoff on Saturday, your predictions are in. As you can see, the league table right now, we got Yale at the top, Tommy second, Imran Khan and Mental Ball Game, and R10. They're enjoying that top five position right there. So, guys, if you haven't played this game, it's okay. You can still catch up. Match day one is all we played. There'll be people that will miss a couple of match days throughout the season. So you just have to give your prediction, and it's very, very simple to do so. You just go to the community post on the channel. If you don't know how to get to the community post, this is how you do it: home, videos, shorts, live. You go to community, boom, and you'll see the community post right there about game week 2 of 38.
So
It's
since
that
you're on the
simple.
panel, you can add the panel scores one time.
For Brighton.
Yeah, well for Brighton, because we're talking
I,
about Brighton.
Sure, sure,
Everybody
sure.
else, we can add the rest of
I
scores.
am going to skip.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I go in 4-1 United.
4-1 United. Guys, even in the chat, go ahead and put in your score prediction for how you think this game will go. But here's where I think, like, also, like, I want to just quickly reflect on um the game that we played, because there was a couple of animations that were really cool that I saw on the Man United agenda that I want to just share with you guys. This is how we played versus Fulham. and that goal, that Xerxes goal, how it came about, and you can just see how really, really, really nicely we built up. And I hope by that time, um, I mean, not it won't take that long for us to get Xerxes back in, because look at how Bruno gave the ball to Xerxes. It went to Casemiro, Garnacho, and then Xerxes put it in the net. And it was all Onana had touched it. Let's just see one more time. Just the movement of the ball. We kind of just let them try to think that they're passing through us. And then Iwobi, boom, lost it from Casemiro, and Dalot took it, and the rest was history. This is some really, really nice passing sequence from Man United that I was like, we gotta share this on the channel too. And incredible that Bruno was on the left for this, picked up the ball from the left and progressed it forward and gave us the goal, or being part of the build up to our goal. So that was kind of nice. There was like also another thing that I want to also just share, as well as it was the something that was really cool about Bruno's pressing here as well. Look at this, guys. It's like, you know, we were letting Fulham just do that thing with the ball, and our press was really controlled. And that's the thing I was talking about. Like, we have to be tempered with our pressing. We have to make sure that we do not go as high as maybe we did versus Fulham, because you can see right now we're like really, really almost trying to pinch the ball from the box.
Yeah. Yo, on a side note, the tactical board that they use,
I
I put
can't
the
wait till
link
this
for it in
against
the
Brighton.
comment in the private chat for you guys, especially for Omo, because Omo like to use the whiteboard. Maybe you
Yes.
should learn the tactical board. The link for it in the private chat. That's for you
I
too,
can't, I
Papi.
can't
So
wait.
it's take
I'm
a
on
little while
tactical
to
board.
set it up, because they have to actually.
I have it.
Okay.
I have it. Yeah, I use that link and also write stuff on paper. So I'm old school.
Yeah.
All right.
But
We will
Papi,
we
you
will
understand what I was explaining to you about how the players pick up the different positions and how they function and do
yes.
the similar job, because normally
Hold
Rashford will
on.
be on that
Play this
side
video again.
where
Let me see.
Bruno pick up the ball on the left in the
Mhm,
attacking
It
phase
will
that you
be.
showed earlier, right?
mhm,
And
mhm.
if you notice, Bruno run was
Huh.
something similar like what we'd expect from Rashford. If he received the ball from the defender to travel up to the half line, make a pass, open up space, get himself into finding space. You know what I
Was
mean?
that the first half? Yeah, that's the first half, right? Yeah.
No, that's the
Okay.
second half, bro.
This is 86th minute. You can see the timestamp right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, this is like just the just how beautiful our passing sequence was. That's there's also one more animation that I want also that we might appreciate. By the way, big up to everybody that has put in the we're gonna address the question about who should be in our midfield, Imran Khan, because this is also gonna be an interesting.
Very in danger.
Yeah, so check this out. There's a chance that I think Kobe had a shot, and this, look at this, from a corner kick, a set piece. This was one thing that was also refreshing about United in that game. This set piece coach is now starting to do his job. You can see that he's a new guy, and the players are really responding to his ideas, and just using Mount and all the other players to sort of bring all the players, the Fulham players, into the box and create that space for Kobe to shoot. And look at Kobe just be almost standing in one position.
Oh, are we gonna? Do you think we'll play the 4-2-4?
Why not?
Okay.
That's why earlier on I said it's going to be 4-2-4 versus 4-2-4, one off the ball. So it's going to be an interesting, really, really, really.
Brighton don't do 4-2-4.
No, this new manager though. What my research earlier on showed, is just like, they say that off the ball he arranges his players in a 4-2-4.
Yeah, but we're gonna play the same formation we play against City in the
Yes. Off the ball. On the ball is where everything differs.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't wait and see. I can't wait and see on the ball versus on the ball.
You know what we're gonna do, right?
Down.
You know what we're gonna do, right? Right, Olmo? We're gonna play the same way we play against City in the FA Cup final. Because that is the perfect way to counter that 4-2-4. Because City just do the same thing.
Mm. So- mm.
This German
That
coach, by
that
the
that
way, this German coach
yeah,
from the school of thought or the Gurgen press style,
yeah.
more similar to what Klopp is play. This coach, but
Incredible.
not as high intensity as Klopp. More
Mm.
controlled.
Well, let's get to the
I,
to
I,
the
I cannot I cannot wait and see because I don't think he is, but game day will be there.
game day will be there. We all know that let's do the quick lineup. Let's all agree on a lineup right here. Ronald, what formation are we using? 4-3-3. Let's 4-3-3. There we go. There it is. Okay. So obviously it's Onana. No question. No questions about it. We know on the left it's gonna be Dalo,
Dalo.
right? Yeah. And then the Maserati. We park Maserati right there. And then this one we know that it's Licha.
Maguire and Sancho. Just put
I,
Maguire and
I
Sancho.
I really feel like Maguire has to start. That is why for me I feel like people that say Delict, I hear you, but Maguire hasn't put a foot wrong.
But do you understand why I say delete though?
I
Everybody
hear it.
understand why, bro. We're
Okay,
not even
okay.
disagreeing with why you saved the lid, bro. But this is just the team that we think should start. We're not doing what the
Okay.
manager would do.
That midfield, do you think it will stay that way? Isn't it 4-2-2-2-2?
We can arrange them in 4-2-2-2. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
okay. Bring the number 9 down, same level. Bring the 10 to the 7 level. There we go. And bring those exactly. There we go. Yeah, exactly. I should
Okay.
bring them back some more. Then 6. There we go. Perfect.
No, they're too close.
I know my manager. Perfect.
But
Okay.
that's
So
what
we got
exactly what I say we're gonna do, bro. We're gonna play the same way we play against Man City, 4-2-2-2.
who here? Maino?
Menu and Casemiro.
Meno Casemiro,
And
Mount
then
Bruno,
uh, and then up front it's
Ganacho.
Nah.
it's Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Ahmad, okay. Ahmad then. Then the other side is Rashford.
Mm. As much as that, bro, I'll being honest with man them. I want to see Ahmad prove himself this season. He play for his starting game time. He had to start. So he going in my starting 11 mostly because of that.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Mark put in the chat the link for that thing. I'll just
It's
see
in
if
the
it's on my
private
phone.
chat.
Go on.
Okay, yeah. So I mean Imran kind of saying, what about 4-5-1?
No, you're not doing that.
4-5-1. You're trying to give my manager a heart attack?
Exactly, bro. It's not the manager, it's the players.
Here, this is what Imran kind of
No. Okay. Look at the players on the pitch. Which of them are those players? They're not here.
is
No,
this
no,
what
no. When I say,
signing.
no, you're not understanding what I'm saying, bro. 4-5-1 is a tricky formation, bro. It's a whole different way to play, and that's a 4-2-3-1 that you're playing up
Yeah, I
there, bro.
mean the magic cannot coach a 4-5-1. Don't give me a heart attack. Go back to 4-2-2-2. That's
We
what it's
don't play
known
a
for.
4-5-1. So let me leave out.
it's
Those
Imran's
players.
Exactly.
I was like,
Yeah, that wild,
Yeah,
bro. United
Emre
never
Khan
do
trying to give
that,
us a
bro.
heart
We would
attack.
never do that, bro. That is not in our DNA. That's how much.
Emre
It's not AC
Khan trying to give us a
Milan,
heart
bro.
attack. Don't give us a suggestion. We know what we are known for. It's 4-2-2-2. That's our
the
bread and
keyboard
butter.
managers say no, Imran Khan.
Bro, this
That's
is
the
not
magic bread
Dino
and butter. He's
United
trying to ruin
DNA,
it.
bro. Love Imran Khan like we brethren, but that is not United DNA. We never do that.
It's not about United DNA. This is what the manager likes to do, and this was
Brother,
going to give you the
we still have a
4-2-2-2.
DNA, brother. That is our heritage.
That
Okay.
I don't know what
DNA
you're
is
talking about.
falsified. Go do my 21 on that.
All right. Like he says, we will have 2 plans for Brighton. Run, punch and run. I don't know what you're saying, Lucky. Tommy says, I think we'll see the same starting lineup as we did against Fulham to get us through the first half, and then second half.
You know, it might be the same to Atlanta because you're gonna play against Liverpool soon, so you better prepare yourself.
Yeah.
That's the same lineup there. We just
That,
putting them in a 4-2-2-2 instead of a 4-3-3.
What about
That's
almost
the
how I
usual
think we
team?
will line up, though. That's how I think we will line up.
Oh, I'm
you.
being 100% toxic this year. I'm asking questions.
Wow. Man is toxic and proud of it. All right. Imran Khan would rather have Ahmad and Garnacho start.
He's not
I
doing that. That's
You want that? Go
unrealistic.
ahead, put them there. Put them in there.
like
Put them
For
in there.
what? That's
that.
not
Put
realistic,
Garnacho over
bro.
Rashford.
Let me
I'm
be
a hundred
honest,
percent.
bro.
I'm
He
a hundred
not
percent
gonna drop
toxic.
Rashford, bro, papi, bro. Let me don't do that, bro. He not
That
dropping
that
Rashford.
team looks good though. It looks good if you do this.
Bro, Rashford starting. Let me just keep it real, man, bro. It's
Bots,
one game brothers play.
could
You're
you
not
take
gonna
Mount
bench
out
him.
of this team?
Mount
Mm.
out. No, why are we taking Mount out of the team?
Could you
Because
please
he's the
do that?
one that offers nothing.
Come on. Did
Too
you
many
see
questions.
Wait. Why take them out?
So
Because all
Xerxes
he
would play.
offers is off the ball, bro. That's not worth our
Xerxes,
time, bro.
Xerxes would be playing. He would be starting. He's had one game with here we go minutes. He scored a goal. He's shown that he can perform. Xerxes would be starting this game. In my opinion, Mount will have to sit down. Xerxes would be there. Bruno will play again in the 10 because in the last game, Bruno was primarily ineffective. And Garnacho would not start. Rashford would obviously start over Garnacho. So, but still, you want to fight over it for the next 45 minutes? God bless you all.
We will not fight over that. I agree. Put Xerxes in there. So we need him to prepare for Liverpool.
That's true.
And Coach Rashford is always going to start because Rashford is the senior player.
That's a very big point, Omo. If like he's thinking about, all right, what are we gonna do for Liverpool? You gotta be integrating Xerxes into this so that you're bring him to starting versus Liverpool. But that's a very big point. I think if we had Xerxes here, then we could also cook. You know, Lucky by the way says we can switch up Ahmad Diallo Xerxes start, which is possible. We play low block um to start. I see what you're saying, Lucky. It is.
Ahmad and Xerxes don't play the same positions, bro. What we doing? What we talking about?
I think saying Ahmad and Xerxes to start, right? Or switch up and put Ahmad
No,
and
no, no. Where you
the,
putting Xerxes the wrong position, he will not be playing there. So
he will
first
not
of
be
all,
playing off of the left.
why would he be playing off the left, bro?
I mean, he's a central
Bro.
moving into
Mount,
the left.
if Mount on the field, Xerxes not on the field. If Xerxes come on the field, Mount is on the bench. That's how it's gonna go. That's the one most accurate thing that brother say that the two of them agree on. We all agree on that. It didn't have no Mount if Xerxes in the team. There's no reason to have a Mount.
For me, it's
Okay, then
Bruno.
take off Mounts and put in Xerxes there.
For me, it's Bruno.
No,
Not
but it's
everybody
true.
can get
No,
in.
but it's true. If Xerxes going to play the
That's
same
the
role
second
that
half.
Mount playing, holding up the space, playing
There
in the
we
10,
go. There we go.
linking up in the
This
midfield.
affirmation here. We are balling with 4-2-2-2 press.
If what Omo is saying about introducing Xerxes with the thing to with the intention of getting him ready for Liverpool, I see what you see.
Listen, I'm ready for Liverpool. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Yeah,
Bro, we going to battle Liverpool. You see how shit Liverpool was?
Okay. Listen, we are playing Brighton. I just want us to be prepared. We are playing against Brighton, not the Derby, so is a weaker team, so we should be able to do well.
How is our weaker team? It's the same squad, basically.
Brighton.
Brighton building that squad for 7 years before this Derby, bro.
Look,
Why when it
Omo,
gives this Derby all them excuses?
on the same channel, you have said Brighton is a stronger and a better team than Manchester United last season. You said that too loud
Yeah. When did I say that?
last season.
Okay. What year we in?
No, so you
Are
change
we in a
so
new
you so
season?
you change your tune as per the year itself. Do
No,
you
because
go over your
again,
vows every year?
Again, you're missing the
I
whole
think it's
point.
called an anniversary, Ronald. You can renew your
No, like,
vows.
you're missing the whole point.
I'm
I
not
said
missing
Brighton
any
is a
point.
wicked
I'm just
team. Now,
asking you.
you're not listening. I said Brighton is a wicked team that deserves is not there. Is what I said. They're
You never
not
said
there.
Deserby was not
Nah,
there. You
bro.
never
You
said
said
Deserby
that
I
was
said
not
Deserve
there.
is
Brighton.
not there. I said
Bro,
Brighton is a
you
wicked
make the
team.
same opposite
I've been
But
saying
excuses
this.
for
then
De
again,
Zerbi last season about Brighton, bro. Stop making them now, bro.
but then again,
That was
Omo,
last season though. Last season, I'm not
The
trying to
thing
scream.
is,
I said
the
this
thing is,
year that Brighton
I'm
is a
not
wicked team
screaming
because
either.
Deserve is not there. You choose
But
not to listen.
last season, you never said Deserby was not there. First of all, you might have added
I
it
said
right
for
now. You never said that in the first go. That's one. You
so
can
what
roll
so
back
what
the
so
tape
what did
and
I say
listen to
about
it
Brighton in
again.
the first scope?
You
So
just
what did I
said
say about
you just
Brighton?
said Brighton is not a strong team this season. While I interjected you at the same point, you might want
Oh,
to
so
finish
so
that,
so I did
but
say
I
Brighton's not a
interjected
strong
you.
team.
So,
So I did say
but did
Brighton's
you
not a
say
strong team.
without
So you heard
without
what I said.
Deserby? You never said Deserby though. Sorry,
Okay,
you never
so
said
let's take
Deserby.
the Zerbi out the
Now hold
way.
on,
I
hold
said
the mute
Brighton's a
now.
wicked
Hold
team.
the mute. Hold the mute. Hold the mute. Right. The only
You're
thing I'm
about to go in
asking
circles,
you.
but go ahead.
No, no, no. I'm not going in circles. I don't have. I'm not about that life. Just like how you change your tune, I changed myself. I can't. I couldn't give two. You know what? The only thing I'm asking is, last season you said the manager should be able to coach a team because these players are world class. For Manchester United, that was your statement. These players are world class. Why cannot this manager coach this team? Why is it any different now for Brighton?
Hmm.
The team apparently is world class as per you. Last season, those players were good enough to beat Manchester United. You said that the players were supposed to beat us. Now, why is the manager that can't? Why is it that they're weaker now?
Omar, respond to that, bro.
I'll go talk.
I'm
Last
gonna mute
year,
myself. Hold on.
last year the team had Deserby, so I said they were a stronger team. This year, this year I said Brighton is a wicked team. Left it at that point blank. Then you talk about something I said last year, and again I repeat, Brighton is a wicked team. Manchester's not supposed to beat them. We have the better team. We got the better manager. We have everything better. We should be able to beat them. We have better players. Like we should be able to beat them. The manager has his player. We have Delete, we have Mazurari, we have Martinez back from injury. We have Onana, we have Bruno, Mino, Casemiro. We should be able to beat them. We have better players than them, so we should be able to beat them.
So
So,
only
so
because of the Zerbi, that team was better than
wait,
United, is what
wait,
you're saying.
Mark, hold on, Mark. Let me handle this. Apart from Xerxes, Mazarawi, and Delit, who hasn't even featured yet, right? So let's not use Delit because he hasn't featured. So two players, Mazarawi and Xerxes, who's played 10 minutes, have made us 10 times better than Brighton. Let's not say 10 times. I apologize. My bad. That has made us better than Brighton because last season, primarily or predominantly, the same team played, apart from Martinez being injured.
Matilda's injured why we finished eighth. Like Matilda's here and he just boosts our level up
But
to
last
first
season,
place.
you were saying injuries are a part of the game. It happens to everyone. I'm
Injuries
just,
part of the game, and now
I'm
now
just
we don't
confused.
have
See,
injuries,
Omo,
and we
I'm not
still have.
trying to argue. I'm not trying to
I'm not
argue. I love
arguing with
you.
you. I'm answering your
I
question
love you,
ball for ball.
right?
Are you not
I
okay?
love you. All I'm saying is, I'm trying to understand what your approach is towards Manchester United this season so I could understand your points better going forward. Because when you said United is a better team than Brighton right now, it kind of confused me. That is all where I am coming from. I'm
So,
not
so
trying to be
let me
malicious
help
with
you make it.
you or
Let me
anything.
help you make it easier. Manchester
Yeah.
United is winning the league. Manchester United is winning the league. We are winning the league. We are winning the Europa because we're in our third year and the manager
Is
have
that
most of his players. Can
is
can I
that
can I talk?
your
Can,
No, no, no. I'm just asking you, is that your
go.
personal goal or do you think that is the goal for the club?
No, that's the manager goal. That's not
Well,
my goal.
the
Listen, my
manager
goal is totally different. I'm not gonna add into this. I'm a
okay,
football fan.
so football fan. Okay, so I am hearing a football fan say the goal is to win the Premier League and win the Europa League. While
Yes,
my
Manchester United.
captain, my captain who came out, who plays for the club you support, there's a difference. Who plays for the club you support, came out and said, "Don't want to win the league. I would be okay if we're not winning the league. I still want to win trophies along the way and be a significant part of it." So the goal definitely is not aligning with you. So you're not aligning your goals with the team's expectation. Your goals are high above.
My personal goals are totally different. The team goal is to win the league. So
What are
so
your
do you want
personal
to
goals?
lose? So you trying to tell me
His
the
his
goal of
personal
Manchester
goal is
United is to
to
lose the league?
Omo, I feel like your goals are agenda driven right now.
It's
exactly
not.
it
It's not.
is
It's not agenda because I'm
because
not using
because
no agenda. I'm not saying
Bots,
none of it's my opinion.
if you
So do
bring
you?
in any other
So do you
manager
want
right now, Tuchel,
to?
De Zerbi,
Wait,
or anyone else, right? Pochettino, the
yeah.
tune would be, oh, this is a new season. The manager needs time. Give him 3 years. You gave 3 years to Eriktenhag. Give him 3 years now. That's how the tune changes. Do you think I'm stupid enough to not catch that?
The tune hasn't changed because we
See?
still have Etihad as the manager. It's his third year. Can he not? So is it hard to ask for the Europa League?
Uh, no,
Anyway,
we should win the Europa League. My standard is win the Europa League, maybe win an FA Cup along the way, or a Carabao, either of those two. Compete in those two competitions, Carabao and FA Cup, at least reach the final of both of them, right? Win one of them, win the Europa, and finish top four. That's my realist. That's my personal
Top
goal
four.
in reference to the team.
See, that's your personal goal. And how come I can have? How come when I try to have my personal goal is an issue?
so what
No,
is
it's
your
not an issue
personal goal, Omo? Let's
because
hear
I don't.
let's
No,
hear
no,
it.
no. Wait. Let me answer that
You
question.
see, when I
When
try to
my
talk about
personal
my
goal,
personal goal, you get questions.
but here's the thing, Omo. When my personal goal is not met, I don't blame the manager. I blame the club, the team, and the manager. I don't just go on the manager, unlike you. When your personal goal is not met, i.e., last season, you just went against Erik Ten Hag out. Double down. As if it was you got an 11 in a blackjack.
Hmm. All
We,
right,
we have
all right.
seen the tapes.
Let
We've
let
been there.
let's get back to
But
Brighton, Man
for
United.
right now, could you please move
So
Xerxes to
my
the top?
personal goals can't get met. Okay, cool. We head back to Brighton. See, this why I cannot have an opinion. I will never have an opinion. I'll just talk about other people's goals. My goals are the same as Ronald.
We don't believe you.
No, it's not. He's being sarcastic. Come on. You cannot catch that or what?
Oh my goodness. Oh boy, you are hilarious.
I would just like to interject for 2 minutes, Box, if you would have me, please. Right?
Go
Because I
ahead.
want to say something that I feel I find there are a
Brighton,
lot
Man
of
United.
revisionists here as Manchester United fans, you know? Because last I checked, for the last 5 seasons, Arteta has not won shit. Sorry for the word, sorry. Couldn't say it any other way. But not only that, but in his third season, he finished sixth. His first season, let me say his first full season, he finished eighth. Second season, eighth. Third season, sixth. Now,
Oh my
for
god,
me, how I look
this
at it,
weak
for
ass
me,
comparison.
no, no,
Okay, I
no, no,
want to say
no.
something after.
No,
I'll
no,
mute
no,
my
no,
mic.
no, no,
I'm
no.
gonna say something
Just
after
now,
once you're
stop.
done.
Omo, let him say his
I
thing, and
didn't interrupt you, brother. Right?
yeah.
So let me just finish now. What I'm trying to say. Because honestly, all I'm trying to say is this. You see this whole it's his third year thing? First of all, in club third year, if he won, good for him. In Pep third year, if he won, good for him. You right? But don't come and tell me my manager in his third year had to win the league, brother. Because exactly what's going on when I look at Manchester United, that is the most disingenuous statement any United fan could make. Knowing that what we went through for the last decade and what this manager inherit and what we went through for the last 2 seasons, brother, we didn't get the right signings coming. We didn't replace the squad. We need to sell players, all kind of drama, bro. And then you want to say this is his third season, you have to win. Okay, cool, no problem. If he win, bro, then you had to back him. You had to join the THL this season if he win, you know.
All right,
For
all right.
life.
Well. I don't know about
Uh,
that. I heard THDL is a cult, but
you
so,
see,
so
when I try to speak my mind, I always get asked questions.
speak
Like
your mind.
when people try to say when people try to say, oh, so third year, so third year. At first, I was like, listen, this is going to Danish territory. Like, who do you want to compare this to? But everybody want to compare to Arteta. How about you compare to Klopp? Can we compare to Klopp? Because Klopp
Mm-hmm.
third full year he won the Champions League. So how come?
Okay. Did he
Why is it
win the
so
Premier
hard for
League
me?
though?
No, he didn't win the Premier League. He lost about.
Okay,
They're not
cool.
the one he lost by 1 point. But then again, we move forward. He won the Champions League. You see, I was a gas question. He won the Champions League. How come it's so hard for me to ask my manager to win the league and the Europa League? And
You
let
wanna know
me just
why?
say, like,
On the third
don't ask me
season,
questions. Don't ask me questions. If you cannot win the league, lose the league by 5 points, and I'm okay with it. Lose to the league title by 5 points, and I'm okay with it. But don't just say that. Oh, you lose by 13 points. Oh, but we get top four though. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I want to do better against the top six. I want to beat
Uh,
mid-table team. I want to go undefeated versus
did
relegation
you
fathers.
did you like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a
Oh
manager?
my God! You see why I keep asking questions? Why
uh,
I keep
Don't ask
asking
in
him
this
questions.
question?
Give him a
Okay, I
statement
missed
like
my
this,
mic.
right?
Go
Hold
on,
on. Let me
It's
Pappy.
say
a
Take
something to
control.
Olmo, right? I
Why,
have no
wait,
problem
wait.
with what
Why
Olmo's
are
saying.
you
I could
crying?
agree with him to some extent. But at the same time, what Olmo have to remember is when you want to compare with Klopp, just remember Klopp was allowed to remove certain players, and FSG brought a lot of players in. In his first 2 seasons, he signed 19 players. Permanent signings, not loans. I don't count loans as signings for managers, bro. Right? So when I talk about the signed players, I talk about permanent signings. In our first 2 seasons, we signed what? 11 players, bro. When we needed to get rid of like 10, 12. Bro, come on, man. I just saying, let me be realistic and look at football objectively. Now, we could say what we want, and prospectively, we all have a theory about how well the manager should progress and how that progression should look. But when we look at the realistic facts for the circumstance, bro, we could only see a result difficult last season. Of course, with the signings that we made this season, and with what we think with the players' performance over preseason, we should be doing better this season. I agree. I agree. Now, I don't think the manager going to win the league this season, but I definitely think we will win our Europa League, probably defend the FA Cup, and finish our top four. That's just me. And that might be real high, that standard. And if we achieve it, good. Now, if we was to fall short in the FA Cup, but we win the Europa League and we finish top four, I take in that, bro. I'm not even complaining. You know why? Because I know where United come from in the last decade, bro, to where we gonna be and where we need to go. And sometimes, bro, you have to back the thing, bro, because at the end of the day, we supporters. First thing that come behind being a fan is a supporter. And if you ain't supporting, bro, you're fighting against the thing, bro. Being real.
all right, all right, all right, all right. Big up to you guys for that.
I'm
I
not
want to
listening to that.
sure, we're not gonna dwell too much on it. I want to kindly say remind everybody, if you're just joining in, kindly don't forget to hit the like button. This is something very interesting that I want to show you guys.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Lucky has Manuel Ugarte in the lineup. Ugarte is in the lineup versus Brighton. This is
Lucky moving, man.
Lucky.
But I like him though. I like the energy though. I like Lucky
That-
energy though. 100%.
hopefully, Lucky. What Lucky is saying is tomorrow we're gonna hear the "Here We Go" and the announcement by like 5 p.m. We'll have his shirt number. But anyway, Lucky, I hope you're right.
9 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Yeah,
Big up Ugarte. Hopefully we sign him up, and hopefully the faster still Sancho, the better.
man. All right, all right, all right. I want to conclude today's conversation with the score lines. Let's go to the scoreline chat. By the way, I know Mark. You said 4-1. Did you say that?
Yeah, 4-1 United.
Did you say 4-1? If you want to revise it, there's the opportunity for you to do that right now. Look at our head-to-head record. In the last 5 games, we beat them 2-0. We beat, and then they beat us 3-1. We beat them 1-0, and we drew. And then they also beat us 2-1. So,
Beat them 1-0. Whoa. They spanked us 3 times there.
sorry, they beat us 1-0, and we drew 0-0. Pardon me.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
0-0 we won on penalties.
Oh,
That was the FA Cup.
yeah, we're gonna beat them
this
4-1.
is in the all in the Premier League. These are last
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Yeah. They've been beating us. There probably there's a 3-1
Oh,
down there.
no,
We keep on scrolling.
you're right. The 0-0 was the FA Cup. You are so right. Pardon me. You're right. You're right. Look at that.
We
Okay.
gonna beat them
All right.
4-1.
Mark with 4-1.
My prediction is 3-1. I didn't want to do it, but I have to do it. 3-1 Brighton.
3-1 Brighton. We might as well go ahead and put it in right now. So Brighton United.
We got Stoke Bully.
Mark says 4-1. Almost says 3-1 United. Oops.
All my predictions this year will be on United games only.
All
I don't
right.
care about nothing else.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
send you my spreadsheet.
All you gotta do is put them all in the community post. Oh, but all right, Ronald, what are you saying? What's your score prediction? I want to make sure that I write everybody's that's on the. Stu says we will win 2-0. Stu, I'm putting your name in the spreadsheet as well. If you don't know what it's about, you're about to know, my friend. We will predict all the Premier League games. So Stuart said 2-0 United. Ronald, what is your score prediction?
Uh, for the game, I say 2-1 United.
2-1 United. All right. All right. I like it. I'm gonna go with 3-1. 3-1 United. Rashford brace and Maino to score. 3-1. Actually, Casemiro and Rashford. The people do not like a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that these scores are
Yeah,
written.
customer that scrub. Get him out and bring in Ugarte.
You'll see. Watch Casemiro even step up his game to the next level. That's funny
Bro.
how this
I know,
I don't
this
bro.
care.
game's
I don't
working.
Watch
care.
Casemiro start
The,
playing
the,
in
mag-
the eight when Ugarte come, bro, and Kobe start
what
playing
the
60
imagine is
minutes.
Ugarte. Bring in Ugarte. Get out Casemiro.
Bro,
Yeah.
Casemiro going to play in the eight for 20, 30 minutes a game and be critical, bro. What?
Casemiro is garbage. Bring in Ugarte.
Man, them on crack, yes. I can't help some of these men, papi. Some of these fellas, bro. I
My
think when
my
they
my
land
my,
on stateside, it is go delusional, bro.
my,
Soccer just
my,
get to the
boy,
brain.
my
Soccer?
board manager.
Soccer?
My
The
board
soccer
manager
got
wants
to your
Ugarte.
brain, buddy.
My board manager wants Ugarte, and it's Ugarte that we will get. Until you get Ugarte, he's not winning the league.
All right.
Bros, you got to coming in the morning, bright and early. You done in Manchester. Don't say I didn't tell you.
We will be there.
I hope so.
We will be there, guys. If you haven't put in your Imran Khan went with 2-1, I think. But all I'm gonna ask you is to go.
Yeah, let's say 1-1.
Yale said 1-1.
Stuart will he say 2-0, Man
I
United.
got I got Stewart and I got Imran Khan who said 2-1 as well.
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
getting
let's
no
say
touch.
1-1.
1-1. Yale. Are you serious?
Yeah, let's say it here. I'm going to pull up the comment for you.
All right, all
Fabi,
right.
you didn't give me enough chance to defend my Brighton, but we'll move on to the next game, to tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow. We'll save some of that for the happy hour. Okay, we'll be here tomorrow.
Happy hour.
Bro,
Would I be here? I don't know. I would try to be.
I listen. I want to tell everybody I gonna be happy for y'all as a fan. Truly, I will be happy to be here broadcasting watch-alongs because I think United gonna go 17 games unbeaten. So I just going to be here for that, right? And when we hit the note, I just want everybody to know if you doubt me, you gotta come and subscribe to my channel. Smash a like for Papi.
Yes.
Don't forget to hit the notifications bell to see when Papi is live, guys. Stay tuned because happy hour is tomorrow. There's going to be the watch along midday on Saturday.
Of
Guys,
course.
share it around. Clip up Papi. He makes these, shocking takes. I do as well. Even Olmo, Ronald as well. There's so many moments you guys can clip and share around. You know what I mean? Let's grow the community, guys. Come on.
Big up to Shay for saying that he'll send his score predictions in the right way in the community post. Don't forget to do that. And Lucky, I got your two. Now you're flip flopping. Like you said, 2-1 or 2-0, and now 2-0 is your prediction. Okay, let me make sure that I write it and have it on.
Football is fun, you know. And the
It
score down a
is.
certain way. Score down a certain way. You blame the players. But it is what it is.
As the wise man once said, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, guys.
Hold up. You said a wise man and you put Bruno up there? Okay.
Sin bin him for that.
When will Sancho be sold? I can't just wait for that
Bruno
scrub
is
to
our
be out of our club.
Bruno is our captain. Sancho apparently the last 2 hours ago, Fabrizio Romano said Juventus have made
Bro,
new
I have
contact.
people telling me that they absolutely respect Mascara or Maresca or whatever his name is because of the way he's approached the Sterling situation. That he's said it out loud that he is not in
Bro,
his plans.
who is
Bro, if
Maresca to
Ten
talk to
Hag,
Sterling to?
if Ten Hag would have said Sancho is not in my plans and he should be out, these people would have broken themselves.
You know, Sterling playing football at the top level longer than Maresca is a coach at the
He
top
also has
level of
more
football.
trophies than him, but that's a different conversation.
Bro,
But what I'm
I
saying
don't know
is,
how men, I don't know how
I
a
just
fan
want
base are
Sancho
winners.
to be gone. Can't wait
Bro,
for this guy to
look,
leave.
Ronald.
Oh,
Let me tell you something, right? I know what Juventus say, but here I go and tell you, right? Unless Juventus paying 25 mil with 10 in add-ons, right? And a possible sell-on clause, they're not getting Jadon
Bro,
Sancho
I
on loan,
don't
bro.
care. I would take
No, I just want
of
it. I
your
just want no.
I would take
Understand
any of
what I'm
your
saying,
meaty
Ronald.
ballers on a swap deal as well.
No.
I
Listen,
just
listen,
don't
listen.
care.
The Deadwood talk. We want to kill that phrase entirely in the United
I
space,
just
bro.
I just don't
We
care.
I
I just want this
understand,
guy gone.
but
listen.
let me
Like
just
yesterday.
optimistic
That's it.
energy, bro.
No, I
Optimistic
just want him
energy.
gone. That's
No,
it. Simple
we
as.
agree. We agree. I'm not disagreeing with
Sell,
you,
I'm
sell
just
but I'm
Jadon
just
waiting
saying
for
Sancho.
we
Sell
know your
Jadon Sancho.
wishes.
The dead
We
wood. Sancho,
agree.
the dead wood. You dead wood. Sell that
Stop
man.
it, stop.
Get
Guys,
this man out my club.
come on,
You,
Get this man out
positivity.
my
you,
club.
you are gonna apologize almost if Sancho ends up playing an instrumental role. You and Ronald are gonna have to.
No. We're
Forget
getting rid of Sancho.
Sancho.
Sancho's gone. He's useless. He's not better than any
Yo,
player in this
Okay,
club.
my
but then
Sell him
forget
right
we don't
now.
need. Yeah, okay, we
Sell the dead
understand,
wood. He's a dead
bro.
wood.
We done with that
when a grown
derogatory
man starts
comment.
talking about his stepson in a certain way, you should know that the boat has sailed.
yeah, yeah.
Sancho is almost stepson.
Oh
His
no,
YouTube name before used to be Sancho's
Sancho's
dad.
dead. That's true. That is
Let's not
true.
forget.
Sancho's
Sell,
man.
sell
So
the
he has
Sancho. You don't
seen
need
new
him. You don't need
information.
him. You
Listen to me.
He
One
has seen
What
new
I
Ronald,
want
information.
men to
just hold
say,
this.
what I
Yeah,
want to like men to do, please, I just asking one favor to the fan base, please. I understand that there's some players who are limited in the squad who have not performed, but let's refer to them as players who are limited and players who are underperforming. I don't like the term derogatory. I think it's very derogatory to be calling them deadwood, and we need to change the energy around the team. As
Yeah, I just
fans,
want
it's
them
the
gone.
least we can do. Yes, we agree. We want Jaden gone. He will go. If he doesn't
That is it.
go, we can't do anything about it, but he will leave probably by January. Let's see how it goes, bro. But the deadwood phrase, let's not use it as a
I don't
fan
know
base
who said
anymore,
Deadwood. It
please.
wasn't me. It
look
wasn't
at
me.
Imran Khan. Look at Imran's comment. What if Sancho plays a few minutes on Saturday and scores or assists?
Oh,
What if?
really? Have you seen the statement that came out of Ten Hag's mouth today?
He said, he was asked about Sancho, and it was actually a very interesting statement because it still didn't completely rule him out. You know, it didn't feel like Ten Hag is writing him off and saying this guy is never in my plans. It was more like, let me even not paraphrase it because I
Let
was
me paraphrase because I did the watch along. I did thing. He
I have
said
the
he
quote.
also said that it was the coaching staff that ruled Jaden out, not him or Jaden. Jaden wanted to play.
Yeah. And he said you can't select all the players, but you need them all throughout the season. That feels like somebody that is not saying this guy's not part of my plans. He says the attitude of the players is very important. Sometimes they'll be disappointed. They have to deal with it. And this moment, Sancho just has to deal with it. You know, it's not telling you that like this guy is never gonna be in my plans forever. It's
Yeah,
like
he also said Ronaldo is in his plans. He also said a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we all know what the manager wants. There was some positive signs, but I don't know. It's just that I personally want Sancho to play somewhere because again, you saw at Dortmund, he's a good player, right? So right now, the energy is not matching as per the club and the player. If you look up his social media, I know it's a very petty thing to do, but it still looks like the player is
still
still
got Instagram, Dortmund in the Instagram.
yeah, he's still at Dortmund, and the player is not in the right. heart. Like he doesn't want to spend another post making a fake post just to be like, hey, I'm back at Manchester United, and then a few weeks later, hey, I love PSG, this is my home, or hey, I am at Juventus, this is my home, hey, I'm at AC Milan, this is the red I wanted. It's just it's just different. So he's just saving his time. I would just want him to be out of his misery. A good talented player, could play potentially for England as well. They need wingers. Their wingers are not that amazing right now on the left side, so he could do a job over there. But it's just at the end of the day, he has to, you know, not all players who have worn a United jersey have been successful at the club, but they have gone elsewhere and been successful. So big up to him, bro. I just want him gone like yesterday. Couldn't care less.
I so real, bro. I can't wait for middle of the season when he bench Rashford and he starting week in, week out just to laugh at you, bro. Just to
Yeah,
laugh
but
at you, bro.
I think you forgot Garnacho's not dead. He still plays for our club.
He better than Garnacho, bro. Let me be real. Like, keep it
He's
real,
not
bro.
better than Garnacho.
He is. He made
Garnacho
Haaland
has
what he
more
made,
goals and
bro,
assists. Garnacho has more goals
in
and
the Premier
assists
League.
than
In the Premier League.
Sancho. Yeah, so he's not
Not
a
in
he
football.
okay, so he's not
Stop
a
it.
good enough player to
Stop it.
play in the Premier League.
Stop
What
it.
stop it? What stop it?
Stop
He
it.
could
You're
be,
chatting
bro, he
shit,
can go
bro.
back to Dortmund and play
All
good over
right,
there.
all right, 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 guys. All right. Let's keep it calm. Let's keep it calm. Let's keep it calm. I want to just read out the statements about big up to Tommy for sending this. It's actually what Ten Hag said. Um and per Manchester Evening News, Ten Hag said, first of all, we need squad depth. This season will be survival of the fittest. I can only put 20 players in the squad. Then Jaden in the week had an ear infection. He was not 100% fit. He could play, but we the staff made the choice. We preferred to have others on the bench, but that can change and it will change, right? He could have just said, but that can change, period. He said, and it will change. We can't play everyone the same. You see today how important the subs are. Sometimes frustrating for the player, but it's about the team and the club. There are more players in this position, and we expect them to fight for the club. Well answered right there by Erik Ten Hag. At the end of the day, guys, we are going to Brighton, and I want to see mentality that is cohesive again, like we saw versus Fulham. And we have to go in there and keep showing that we fight, keep showing that we're believing in the project, and there's a proper evolution from what we've been building from preseason, because that's what it's all about. The progress has to be shown on the pitch. And I'm gonna even try and detach myself from the scoreline. Whatever score, think about it this way: that Fulham game, guys, had Xerxes not put that chance away, would you still be feeling the same way you feel about Man United right now? Just a question that I want you to sit with for as we conclude the stream. Mark, what were
He
you gonna
did,
say?
though. What he did.
But
He
he
did.
did. But
What he
say Xerxes didn't score, if and it ended
we
it
would
as a
we was always going to score a goal, bro. Like the goal was coming. I mean, okay, bro, like we be honest, bro. As much as I would say I don't like Mason Mount, bro, like he could have had a goal. He could have had two goals. You know what I mean? Like be real. The team was creating chances. We can't sit here and act like if this team not performing much better on average compared to
that's
what we see last season. And
that's pres-
like I would say to everybody, Ronald, my apologies if you feel I was attacking you just now, but I feel like we need to set aside our differences with some players and just have a positive energy towards the entire team, bro. Whether or not the players stay or leave, they go, wherever. You know, structure
you're
the
right.
side, back
Yeah.
it.
Time to be positive, time to be cheerful. We've got something to cheer about. If you're a Manchester United fan, obviously today we got some positive news about a here we go from a young player who is a Mali international. I think his name is Sekou Kone. And very young player that has like already a nice compilation. Because
Sent him a
obviously I
few.
did not know nothing about him. I've never seen this guy, but we signed him from Guardas FC, he said. Yep.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's gonna sort of have this a similar track as Chido Obi Martin, and he'll be, I think, playing in our under 21s while he adjusts to life in England. That is information as per Laurie Whitwell. So anyway, guys,
Think of
my
Tony Cruz.
my prediction. Say that one more time, Mark.
Think of Tony Cruz.
Think of Tony Cruz. Think of Tony Cruz. My prediction, by the way, is 3-1. I think I said 3-1, and I'm gonna stick with it. And I'm gonna put the rest of my predictions in the community post. So I encourage you to do so, even if you didn't play on match day one. At the end of the season, the one who's at the top of the table gets to win some Manchester United merch. That is be sent from me directly to you, whatever part of the world you're in. So big up to you guys. Big up to Mark, Ronald, and Professor Toxic, or aka Professor Almost Solo. Hey, I appreciate you guys for pulling up. And I want to just close off by saying, Lucky says, Puppy, it's about performances, players, how ready for us. Joshua Xerxes, Harry Maguire, Mason Mount, Mazraoui. We're winning 2-0. I love it, Lucky. I love the positivity. Another clean sheet would not be a bad thing, honestly. Yeah. Luman in the building saying my elite prediction. Oh, Luman has to have a complicated prediction. It's a what? Let's read it. My prediction is an early kickoff, sunshine, boring draw. Okay. All right. Somebody put Luman on timeout. Luman, Tommy, and Yale believe we're going to draw. Guys,
I'm not mod, bro. So I can't know what.
get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, it's time for us to get out of here. Big up to you, Mark. And also, one more time, I want to big you guys up and say thank you so much for being here. And yeah, Ronald Tonali, peace, my bro. Please don't make any more
Peace be
bets.
with you.
Peace be with you. Let us win this game. Do not make any more bets. And Professor Toxic, try not to stay too toxic, sir.
Listen, we'll be here. I'm not having no opinion. I'm agreeing with everybody.
You and your toxicity.
I want to hear what people
Totally crap. Listen.
Get out
Listen,
of here.
I'm here as a listener. I'll be teaching my class soon on YouTube, but I'm here as a listener.
All right. We will be there. Guys, peace out. Yeah, take care of yourself, drink more water, call your loved ones, and also go Man United. Football Power Hour.